is going through a series of gloomy days when they have up to 3 or more don't know smell of victory on bail even more disappointed than the army of the trainer. Coach Eric Chandard can't even what goals can be scored before meeting brand page. Man United not only lost its taste. 3 RD place went to Newcastle and they still got good name Nam pushed out of the top 4. However, the foreskin is still open. Back to the group to win. Tickets to the UEFA Champions League next season. Fought 2 games less than the Rooster, even though they forced to find the joy of war, when immediately, if you don't want to lose ability to control confrontation with Brent, and the first leg of this season, they themselves were miserable, unwilling defeat on the field of the Bees, was the turning point loss that made the coach Eric and Hardmember must give up the philosophy of love, like to switch to real tactics, more usable and suitable for humans. Favorite is having current story, also maybe the name Hard needs to look straight into reality and accept to collect for yourself to in return. Good results are needed. Win more than ever and they don't. Do you need to play well or kick the door on front of press, especially when the lineup of the red half of Manchester does not have served by good people. However, man loves to have for himself home field advantage named Old, where they were have a streak of 23 consecutive matches without losing, and all arenas and foreign countries alone. English. If Snow lost 12 matches consecutively here after a shocking loss. Brighton on opening day opposite Brent. Fixed on away field for 5 times away from home. Brand is the most important factor. To bring the same thing confidently through the crisis. Panic and head to the turning point of the whole season in this month from these injuries due to a busy schedule. Suspension for Casemiro card. Making everyone go to the field with a lineup that has a percentage patch in place. Midfielder with humans in hand divided the country. The Dutch were forced to make a decision about an optimal solution, so the name Hard decided to. 4 Max XA beat is now a high player. Best in Bruno's midfield. Funny Death moves lower along with. McTominay forms a midfield duo. Hart. Perhaps this change of the home team has. Surprised the away team after 3 matches, up waste on parameters such as control. Ball and finish. Man United in. This morning's match showed a. Completely different face they completely make. The master of the game imposes the gameplay on the Bees, and get yourself a well-deserved victory. Main position swap between buses. Ours and Bruno Finance has brought the effect. The surprising result is this very change, the direct cause of the goal. Of the Red Devil after the first 20 minutes of the half. The first competition couldn't create a chance. Which team should clearly target the side? Brand Page came at the 28th minute from the standard wall phase of the bus. Now, in the penalty area the ball is sent to. Rap's legs are unattached, and the English player hit the shot. Net burning point to open the match score like. So after 3 consecutive matches, there were no matches at English Premier League striker who has cleared the barrel back with the phase of public achievement. This is also the 15th goal of. Rap scored for Manchester United after 28 times out on the field. He has a table this season, win and take the lead over Man United like. Get rid of the pressure the better they played, and continuously create situations. Danger of the away team's goal. So the first half didn't have any more wins, scored 2 teams to take a break at halftime with 1-0 in favor of Man United after hours. Leave the army of SX broken up still mastered the movement of holding the ball and imposing play to part. Brent's yard but can't create what situation is remarkable. In the meantime, the away team played more focused and make some counterattack situations. Dangerous without the excellence of. De Gea in the wooden frame. Man United had to pay the price despite having the goods. Series of human adjustments between the 2 teams. The second half is played. Get any more goals and Man United ended the match with 1-0 win first. Bremption 3 points won in the match. This match keeps Manchester United spinning. Back with a spot in the top 4. Played less than 1 game but a lot. 3 points more than Toramar's team. Following the Red Devil on the chart. Now not only can I pay the debt. Evaluated as difficult to claim, but all are still selfed with oneself holding the right to self-determination in. Race and a ticket to UEFA Champions League in next season end of the match. Eric and coach Hardshare keep being very happy with Atra. Feces continues to become a real fort. Impregnable. We want to play like a the machine works efficiently and does not break. Not any mistake, even though there was a bit of a mistake. Luckily they didn't benefit from that. One can easily noticed Maniatic in the match before the operation is very inefficient. Much because they lack a name. Equally important is the midfield. Cancimito. Brazilians don't just help the midfield. The Red Devil controlled the match, but also minimized the enemy's danger. The spikes on goal because the absence of the former Real Madrid star caused an image affect the way Man United played. Most clearly shown through the past 3 matches. In the Premier League, they have little control of the ball. Over and completely disoriented in approach failed to rival Thai tennis course has shown him to be a coach. How adaptable are good trainers? After leaving the center to know the time to play at the center. Midfield and get results. Not very good coach who the Netherlands immediately sought to change. And only a small detail is to Bruno and Star. Are they interchangeable now? Only bring about a beneficial result. That the way Man United's play has also improved. Definitely follow sofa scours even if you don't play taste familiar mind, but with display. His excellent midfielder is being rated as the player with the highest score. However, Man's attack style, United are lacking in diversity though. I asked the team that takes up most of the control time. Control the ball, but they only know how to look from attacks on both sides. The day that Worlds was on the bench. Often infiltrate the forbidden circle to pick up. Ardani right wing crosses work. Quite energetic former if Star confidently performs. The fans finish with their left foot from outside the forbidden zone. One of the tackles of the Brazilian player who helped the Red Devils opened the score when he gets the ball to position. Zabi's mind is now made by Austrian players. The wall helps to score points. In addition to Man United continue to face the fear of scoring because without the shine of Rafa's. Not sure if Man United can keep 3 points on Anthony's home field even though he's human. Spark the only goal, but that's just a rare mark of a player. Brazilians created in this match. Redden Sancho is the same whether it is given or not. Little chance to express myself, but Sancho still can't meet expectations that the coaching staff as well as the fans of the team. For you this is really an alarming problem for the screen. Wake up now when Rafast is alone. Bear the burden of scoring for the red half. Manchester period in a day that begged if there is no power. The satellites around you. Also become so harmless that it's hard to find the ability. Finishing and taking advantage of opportunities is what Man United players need to improve. Good if you don't want to drop the points. Important number in sprint period. This though won and reclaimed was placed in the top 4, but the Minotian still hasn't stopped worrying about love. The state of when compared to the British out the pitch from the beginning in this match. It's also the first main game of the bridge. Prime Minister was born in 1995 after extending for 4 years with the Old Trafford Stadium team while played relatively impressively in the first half with many situations. 2. Support dangerous attacks. Dangerous. By 37 minutes he was dug in. Forced to leave the field of play. Injury occurred on bad timing for the game because you are in good form according to the diagnosis. British stars come often close to heal though, with going straight to the dressing room after leaving the field. Most likely defenders. This is a pretty serious problem. Witness the moment of injury. Minotian can't help but worry if all are in the race for the top 4. They are also the other 2. Tournaments are Olympic and FA Cup. If Germany for a long-term absence, Malaysia will become the number 1 left back of the red man and putting his faith in a young player. But Malaysia is clearly gamble with the screen now, so they are very much hoping for the problem of giving not too serious and you can become back as soon as possible. Manchester United got the job done. Posed as victory for revenge and go back to the top 4. However, the Red Devils started to have more concussions. Injury is becoming worrisome when come here outside the Premier League. Man United have to fight in both the Europa League and F7 Cup has just secured a spot in the top 4 just headed for the championship. The remaining tournament proves very ambitious. Big Man United whether the coach, Eric Chanderd will manage the man squad. How is United with the schedule? So terrible this will definitely be extremely difficult math for trainer, Dutch coach during the coming time.